what's up? It's your boy Davido, and welcome to my mind massage. I'm gonna take you through a sound journey using some of my favorite things. When I was about like 13, 12, I started off as a producer, and then from producing, I started engineering, and then from engineering, I started songwriting, and then from songwriting, I fell into music, kind of being in the front line. I never really wanted to be in the front line. I always wanted to be in the background, making money. But then I just ended up trying it, and it became really successful. And then I couldn't stop. If you listen to my music, it's predominantly African. I do listen to hip hop, I do listen to other kinds of music, but my personal music that I produce and make is 90% influenced by African music and African sounds. Artists that influenced me, yes, of course, in the African side, Fela Kuti, The Bunch, P Square, Two Face. In the western side, Usher, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Nelly. At first, I wanted to do like music out here in America, but that wasn't where my heart was. So I always go home on like holiday back to Nigeria, and then one day I just went, and the music scene was amazing. It was big, and I fell in love with like Afro music, and I was a producer at the time. So by the time I got back to America, I wasn't feeling the type of music I was making before I left. Then I started making Afro type music, and then I just stuck with it. I actually went back to school and finished, but at the time I had to leave because the music was just getting too big, and I was like becoming like a distraction to like the school. So I already had like tours booked overseas. My music was just getting bigger and bigger, so it was kind of hard juggling the two, being a superstar and then also having to go to school. It was kind of hard, but after a couple of years, we kind of figured it out, and then I eventually finished. And when I was living in the South, back then there was no African restaurant, so I had a hard time like finding African food. We had internet, so I could always like still watch Nigerian movies or tap in with the culture through Facebook, Instagram, and still know what's going on. But one thing I did miss was the food, because I can't really cook myself. Hello, today I'm gonna be making one of my favorite drinks, the Martell Sidecar. I like this drink. Why? I had it for the first time 2 years ago in Paris, and normally when I have a lot to drink, I feel tired, but when I have this one, I don't feel tired. It keeps me up, gives me energy. So yeah, we're gonna be making a Martell Sidecar. Enjoy. Shout out to all the producers that work with me. I recorded most of this album at home. Normally I'd be in the studio with the guys, but you know what I'm saying? With this album, I kind of took my time. It was more like personal experiences with the producers, with the engineers. It was really a focused album. There was really no distractions apart from this. Pretty much. My top three favorite albums: Usher, Confessions, Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent, Timeless by Me. Definitely wanna tour the world everywhere. I wanna go to Asia. I wanna make movies. I wanna invest in film. do everything possible. Everything that God has destined for me, I'm ready to go all the way. I wish I could play like the saxophone or like the guitar. Those are my two favorite instruments. When I was young, I was like 9. I was learning the saxophone, but then I just dropped it. But then I wish I could play the guitar. I love the guitar. Stopwatch. Representing time. Representing my album Timeless. Longevity. Patience. The video for Phil was inspired by just like looking at the world right now where we're just living in crazy times. If you listen to the song, it's just about the energy, feeling it like citizens of a certain kingdom. It could be a community, it could be a country, and just being tired of the situation going around in the world, wanting a change. If I could give advice to aspiring musicians, just be original. You know what I'm saying? I used to live in America. I could have stayed and just done what everybody else was doing. But inside me, I felt like my calling was to go back home and represent that culture. And then eventually, it still brought me back out here. But everybody has their own path. Most important thing is just be original. For self-care, I love massages. I'm addicted to massages. I be on the road a lot. From the jet to the stage, from the stage to the jet to the party. So sometimes I like to wind down and, get relaxed a little bit. I love massages, especially like tempo massage. I like vacations. I like to travel. I like to party. I like to eat. I love food. It's your boy Davido, and thank you for watching my mind massage. And make sure you go check out my brand new album, Timeless. One love. Bye.